The International Tourism Film Festival Africa Awards, established to highlight African and South African tourism film and video content, received over 900 entries from 92 countries. In collaboration with the prestigious International Tourism Film Festival Committee, ITFF Africa brings you the 2020 Winners Showcase.
I decided we needed a glamping girls' getaway, and where better to go than Africamps. So I got 3 of my friends together and headed off to Stanford Hills.
Our first day we arrived at Stanford Hills and we went on a plane and we saw whales, baby whales, mama whales, daddy whales. Loved it.
My very first time horse riding, it was incredible. Through the forest, through the vineyards, loved it. Part of our welcoming committee when we arrived at Stanford Hills was this massive pig.
After our plane ride, we went for a wine tasting accompanied with a delicious platter. We loved the wine so much that we took some back with us to the tent.
Walked up to the tents and thought, wow.
I was just blown away by how comfortable this camp is.
Looking around, standing on the deck, you couldn't believe your eyes. I mean, you can see up until the mountains, into the field, proteas everywhere, incredible.
So we ended off the day with wine on the deck, wine that we bought at Stanford Hills, delicious. So the best part about waking up, other than the bird song, was the fact that there was a breakfast pack all ready for us to prepare, right there.
After breakfast, the owner took us to see the most beautiful pin cushions, yellow and orange and red colors, and it's literally as far as the eyes could see, you could just see proteas, and a wonderful experience.
So after breakfast, we packed our things, got back into our cars, hit the road, and went off to Robertson to Pat Bush.
The Pat Bush setting is really tranquil.
You just feel like you're in the middle of nature, totally removed from society. Just as we arrived at Pat Bush, we checked into our tents and the views of the mountain and the dam was just splendid.
Africamp supplies this really helpful book of activities in the area. We looked through it and decided Viljoensdrift wine cruise was just the thing to do.
So we arrive in Viljoensdrift and we get on this boat and there is this platter with great bread and great cheeses and hams on there. And we had Viljoensdrift bubbles and some white wine.
Back at Pat Bush, we decided to head to the dam.
We went canoeing and we even tried some yoga poses, so it was just a lot of fun. Something that's really special about Africamps is they deliver these bride packs to your tent personally, and it's packed with all sorts of lovely salads and meats, so it's so convenient. You can just start the fire and braai.
It was really convenient to order the bride packs. I decided to be the woman in charge and I took lead and did the braai.
Woke up in the morning, we sat on a deck and there was this mist covering the mountains. It was absolutely gorgeous to watch.
It cleared up very quickly, the sun came out and we hit in our cars again to hit the road and come to our next adventure.
We hardly noticed the distance between Pat Bush and Wellington because the scenery was so incredible, so much so we had to stop and take it all in.
Arriving at Wellington, you drive through this lane of beautiful trees. You think like the road is going to end, but then you end at the campsite. It's just amazing. We headed off for some lunch with wine pairing again and even some gin tasting, which was lovely.
And so when we got back to our camps, obviously the natural thing would be, let's wind down, guys, and just get in the hot tub, it's ready for us, and chill and just reconnect and reminisce about the last few days.
So if I was to find one word to describe my Africamp's glamping experience, it would be unexpected.
Peaceful.
Contentment.
I would say reconnect. Reconnecting with each other and reconnecting with nature.
There is a slang way mostly used in the township of Khayalitsha. Moja kanjani? How are you? And then you would answer by saying, I'm the grand jayam, meaning I'm good, my guy. So Khayalitsha, it's of course the biggest township this side of the city, and it is the fastest growing township in South Africa. There's a lot of opportunities, there's a lot of businesses that have been started in Khayalitsha. I think that's what brings more people to want to come and learn about how people are starting things from nothing and how people are trying to make a living out of these conditions that we are living in. It has a lot of entrepreneurs that are growing, a lot of organizations trying to change the narrative. And I would say for us, it was exactly that that gave us an opportunity to say we can start something and challenge what's happening already in our community and to try and bring about new experiences that would be authentic for people to be immersed in the township.
People, when they think of Khayalitsha, if you've never been here, you think of poverty, which is wrong. So this is a city, this is a community where people believe in the power of living together, where people believe in the power of sharing. So I want to say to everyone that want to come to Khayalitsha, like, you are more than welcome. It's a home. So you have to feel at home. People are very welcome, so you love this space. Yeah. So there's lots of young creatives that are in Khayalitsha. So working together, I feel that we are building amazing, sustainable and responsible experiences. Locals have got so much talent, so they are amazing in creating amazing crafts, amazing arts.
As a person traveling into Khayalitsha, wanting to learn about the culture, do try the different aspects and also visit a home. Let's say a mama is cooking the slow food. She's the one who cooks it best. You know how everyone always says, Mama makes it better than anyone else. You get Chisa Nyama, which is more of the social space. And then you get the fast foods, that is for people who want a quick bite. And then you get the spaces where you actually get to sit down and be immersed in a cultural experience, where you also get to meet with the people who are making the food. 2016, we opened the restaurant. After that, we saw other restaurants also opening. To us, it was like, yay, we needed to see this. So we need to find ways to promote each other. If we take a walk down the road on the street, you actually sense the vibe. It's as if there's a party going on, even though there's no party. There's like a happiness that's going on. And it's usually around spaces where there's food and drinks. The central hub is a space that is buzzing with personality, that wants to break free of that perception that this is not a safe space to come to. But you have to say to a person, come inside, and you would see. It's a space full of potential for vibrancy, where people are opening their arms and saying, come, spend time together. Let's unify South Africa. And Khayalitsha will be an example of that.
My thing is your thing, Ubuntu. Ubuntu, in our culture, we never knew that tourism, to host people, it's a business, because this has been our culture for many, many years. We've been hosting people, giving them food. Ubuntu, it's something that is within us for a long time, but we never knew that Ubuntu can be able to make us have a living.